everyone, I am Dia of class 9 studying at BVM Global Trichy. Today we are going to discuss about the topic our solar system and planetary motion. The solar system is a gravitationally bound system of the sun and the objects that orbit it, either directly or indirectly. In astronomy, Kepler's law of planetary motion, published by Johannes Kepler in 1609 and 1690, described the orbits of planets around the sun. The law has modified the heliocentric theory, replacing its circular orbits and ellipticals with elliptical trajectories, and explaining how planetary velocities vary. The three laws state that the orbit of a planet is an ellipse with the sun at one of the two foci. A line segment joining a planet and the sun sweeps out equal areas during equal intervals of time. 3. The square of a planet's orbital period is proportional to the cube of the length of the semi-major axis of its orbit. Kepler's law of motion mark an important turning point in the transition from geocentrism to heliocentrism. They provide the first quantitative connection between the planets, including the Earth. But even more, they mark a time when important questions of the times were changing. Here are a few of my friends to explain this topic with even more detail.
Scaling and sizing of our solar system. Our solar system is so big it is impossible to imagine the size using ordinary measurements like feet and miles. The distance from Earth to Sun is 93 million miles, but the distance to the farthest planet, Neptune, is nearly 3 billion miles. Astronomers use the distance between Earth and the Sun, which is 93 million miles, as a new unit of measurement called the astronomical unit. All the planets have orbits of rather low eccentricity. The most eccentric orbit is that of Mercury. Mars has an eccentricity greater than that of many other planets too. Observations of Rahe would have not been sufficient to Kepler to deduce that the orbit has the shape of an ellipse rather than a circle. The planetary orbits are also confined close to a common place which is situated near to the Earth. The strange orbit of the dwarf planet Pluto is inclined about 70 degrees to the eclipse.
The Sun. Sun is the star at the center of the solar system. It is a nearly perfect sphere of hot plasma heated to incandescence by nuclear fusion reactions in its core, radiating the energy mainly as visible light, ultraviolet light and infrared radiation. Its size is 6,96,340 kilometers. It is 4.603 billion years old, and 8 planets orbit around the Sun.
Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system and the closest to the Sun. A year on Mercury is just 88 days long. Mercury is 69.444 million kilometers far from the Sun. Not only Mercury is the smallest planet, it is also shrinking. Mercury is the most craters in the solar system. It is named after the Roman messenger god Mercury. Mercury doesn't have any moons. Mercury goes through phases just like the moon. Mercury is also called the shift planet because it is the fastest moving of the planets in our solar system. Mercury exosphere is composed mostly of oxygen, sodium, hydrogen, helium and potassium.
A day on Venus is longer than a year. It takes Venus longer to rotate once its axis touches 243 Earth days to rotate. Venus is hotter than Mercury despite being further away from the Sun. Unlike the other planets in our solar system, Venus spins clockwise on its axis. Venus is the second brightest natural object in the night sky after the Moon. Venus has 90 times the atmospheric pressure of Earth.
Earth is the third planet from the Sun. It is the only place in the universe confirmed to host life. With a radius of 3,959 miles, Earth is the fifth largest planet in our solar system. It is also the only one known for sure to have liquid water on its surface. Earth is also called the blue planet as 70% of it is covered with water. Earth is the densest planet in our solar system and the largest of the 4 rocky planets. The shape of Earth is not exactly a sphere. A better approximation of the Earth's shape is an oblate spheroid. The Earth's atmosphere has no definite boundary. It gradually becomes thinner and fades into the outer space. The distance between Earth and Sun is 150.4 million kilometers.
Hello everyone. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun. Mars is the second smallest planet in the solar system. Mars is named after the Roman god of war. Mars is also known as red planet as it is red in color. The diameter of this planet is 4,217 miles. It is home to large Rest volcano and the highest mountain. It is 141 million miles away from the Sun. So in this scale, one step is equal to 36 million miles. Therefore, I move 4 steps away from Sun.
Jupiter. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and the largest planet of the solar system. Jupiter is the fourth brightest object in the sky and one of the 5 visible planets. It also has a total of 79 confirmed moons. It is the second only to Saturn when it comes to the total amount of satellites. Jupiter also has 3 ring systems, but much smaller than Saturn's. Jupiter's mass is almost twice of all the solar system's planets combined. It is 318 times more massive than Earth. It also experiences 200 times more asteroid and comet impacts than Earth. Jupiter is the fastest spinning planet in the solar system. It also has the shortest day of all planets due to its speed. Jupiter has the largest moon in the solar system. Ganymede is Jupiter's largest moon and also the largest moon in the solar system.
Saturn's average from the Sun is 891 million miles. Saturn is the most distant planet that can be seen with the naked eyes. Saturn is the flattest planet. Saturn orbits the Sun once every 29.4 Earth years. Saturn's upper atmosphere is divided into bands of clouds. Saturn has oval-shaped storms similar to Jupiter's. Saturn is made mostly of hydrogen. Saturn has the most extensive rings in the solar system. Saturn has 150 moons and smaller moonlets. Saturn has more moons than any other planets. 20 new moons were discovered in 2019, brings the total 82,3 more than Jupiter's.
Uranus was the first planet discovered in modern age. Uranus has 27 moons. Uranus is the coldest planet in the solar system. Uranus is 1.8 billion miles away from Sun. Uranus is 1.6 billion miles away from Earth. Surface area of Uranus is 8.083 billion kilometers square. Uranus is the 7th planet from the Sun. It has 3rd largest diameter in our solar system. A season on Uranus lasts 1 day to 42 years. Uranus is the second least dense planet. Uranus has 13 distinct rings.
Moon is the 8th and farthest known solar planet from the Sun. In the solar system, it is the 4th largest planet by diameter, the 3rd most massive planet, and the densest giant planet. It is 17 times the mass of Earth, slightly more massive than its near twin Uranus. Its atmosphere is made of hydrogen, helium, and methane. Neptune is one of the ice giants.
How was the Earth formed?
A bit of sun shoot out and became Earth. It started to cool down.
What happened during the Earth's dark age or the first 500 million years after it formed?
Understanding Earth's early development would explain how the atmosphere and ocean developed. One difficulty, few rocks from they are preserved, meaning little concrete evidence.
What fuels that the great red spot?
Jupiter's stormy beauty mark has been visible for the past 300 years, but scientists still don't know how it got that or what's fueling it.
Why does the Saturn have rings?
Saturn has rings because the planet has accumulated a great deal of dust particles and ice at varying distances from its surface.
How do the planets move in the solar system?
All planets move in elliptical orbits, with the Sun as one of the focal points.
Can you stand on Saturn's rings?
No, because they are not a solid track at all.
How can you prove that the Earth is a sphere by looking at the pole star?
The pole star can be seen at an angle of 90 degrees at the North Pole as it lies directly at the line of axis of the Earth, while its angle decreases towards the equator, that is, it's 0 degree at the equator. It is only possible in a quarter arc of a circle. It proves that the Earth is a sphere with circular surface. How are the Sun and Solar System formed?
Scientists think that the Sun and the rest of the solar system formed a giant, rotating cloud of gas and dust known as solar network.